Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 14 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to create this design right here. We created from extrusion. Now we're gonna continue working on this. So what I want to do now next is right here on this side. I'm going to edit this boundary right here, and similar to what we did, we're just going to trim and extend on this side. And then as you can see, we have that one right there. And then also we can delete this one, and then we're gonna create the same extrusion that we have on this one. So we're gonna use gypsum wallboard, and then we're going to set it, create, set, extrusion, pick a plane, and then we're gonna select it on this wall. And then we need to go to either east or west. So I think it's west now. Just to do it right here, change this to hidden or shaded, and do the extrusion as well. And then we need gypsum wallboard number 2 here. Press OK, and then click finish. Let's go to 3D, and I want to extrude it a bit, of course, like that. Let's put it at 1200, and then go to west elevation again. And we're not gonna put any glass for railing, we're gonna do an extrusion again. So extrusion, pick a plane, and we're gonna select this wall right here and do the same thing that we did. Pull it up a bit, and then just create those lines right there. Copy, and then copy the same. You can put it somewhere below like that, and then lower this a little bit, something like that. Click finish and go to 3D to change the extrusion way. Okay, so I'm just going to align it and then align it on this one as well. So we have the same thing look, and then we're going to add this one, metal panel now. And then we're just going to create that extrusion again, set it, pick a plane on top of this one. And then here we're going to create that one, change this material, click apply, and then change the extrusion thickness, and then click finish. And then now we have the same look as well. Of course, we could extend this one a bit because it's an extrusion model in place. It's easier for us to manipulate all of this, as you can see. So now at least everything looks same as before, and we have that one there. I'm gonna go to south elevation, and I want to add the model text. So I'm gonna create a model text, pick a plane. I'm gonna select this plane right here, press OK, and then add it for now. once you add it, we can rotate it 180, and then we can duplicate this. This will be house number. Okay, and then change the font or the text size to probably 150. We can then edit, make it 200. In terms of depth, 25. Material to be one of the metal materials. Use this. And then the graphics, the text, house number, of course. We can make it a little bit bigger, 250. And then the depth is the same, and if we see it, it will look like that. So it's good enough. You can change it more, maybe C, something like that. Okay, so we have the text. For the house number, what I want to do next is to add lights. So we could add lights right here. I want a strip light on the top here. So what I'm gonna do is a model in place again, and then I'm gonna use a sweep to add those. I'm going to use, create a sweep, pick path, and then we're gonna select this 3D line right here. So now, once we're done, we can do an extrusion, edit profile, and then here we need to put luminance, same materials that we use for the stairs, entrance stairs. So if you remember, luminance is what we use there, and then we need to just add a light strip right here. We can do 5 and then 5, and then the distance here, let me check, around 150. Do it around 150. I'm not sure if we have space on this part right here, but we could see. Oh, perfect. We have enough just for that one. Before we have this, I think we have it, yes. So we have it until we have this curve there. So that's the one that I was checking about, and then maybe all going around here as well. So might as well edit, pick path. I'm gonna select this spot right here and then right here, and then trim it, and then click finish, and then finish. So we have that light all the way up to there. So we have lights there. We can add lights under here. So go to part 1 description of this series, and there will be the second link there. And what I want you to download is the lighting. So lighting spotlight. I'm gonna use the square. You can also use a circle, I'm gonna use square and then download it. And then once you download that, you just need to drag and drop. So here, just drag and drop. And the good thing about it is a face base, so you can just add one, and then we're going to add it here as well, and then on top, on below here as well. And good thing about that is that it's face based, so you can actually add it anywhere you want, even here. So it adheres to the location that you want. So that's why it's face based. I'm not gonna add it on here because we already have the strip light there. I'm just adding it below here. To see that, we go to ceiling plan. Maybe it's number here, so we can see it right here. Copy, and then every 1000. So copy again, make sure multiple is checked so that we could just keep on typing 1000, something like that. I'm going to move it a little bit, and then we could go from here as well. Copy it, 1000, 1000, 1000. So that's good. And then let's go to ceiling plan number 2. Let's put it somewhere in the middle right here, and then copy it and then pull it back. 1000, 1000. Okay, now let's go to 3D and see how it looks. So that one looks good. We added the ones right here as well. Like I said earlier, it's up to you if you're gonna add the light here, similar to what we did here. So you could do it on your spare time, and then we could add lights on this wall right here. So I'm just going to revise this one as well. So at least edit this boundary right here. I'm going to align it. Finish there, and then edit this boundary right here. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to create a model in place, generic model, and then just go to west elevation, so actually east elevation, to see it much better. And then I'm just going to create an extrusion. I'm gonna pick it here, this one I'm gonna use a duplicate. Click finish, and then I create another one, another extrusion. Pick a plane, and for this one, the luminance. Click finish, go to 3D, and push it back, and then align it. Okay, and then go back to, I think that's east elevation, and then let's copy it. This one we could do 3,000. Every 3,000 all the way there. I think that's good enough. And then click finish. Go and let's look at it. That's looking good right there. I'm happy with that. I'm just gonna leave it something like that right there. And then here, might as well let's add the lights here for the luminance as well. So I'm going to edit in place. We're going to create a void form, void sweep, pick path, and then edit profile. We're just going to select this one around 30 from the top and go 5 here, 5 down, and then close it off. We could just copy this for the next one and delete this. Now we could just click finish and then finish, and then we could do cut geometry, and then there it is. Do it again, void sweep, pick path. We're gonna select here, click finish, edit profile, Control V, but unfortunately you cannot do that. So I'm gonna do is I'm just going to do it manually again. 40, and then 5 here, 5, and then close it off, and then delete this here, click finish, and then finish, and then cut geometry. Do it right here, pick path again, edit profile, select here, 40, 5, 5, and then trim and extend here. And then click finish, and then finish, and then cut geometry, and then we can paint it now. Sorry, paint right here, and then luminance, and we need to select the one at the back. There we go. There we go. Click done, and then click finish, and then save your project. And we can just review what we did. If we miss anything, we have the lights here, we have the lights on this side, and then on this below here, and then top of here. So it looks like we're good. We're ready to send it to Twinmotion on the next video. I just want to double check what's the material that we use here. So door handle and door frame is aluminum and bronze, and then here, that's good. So we're gonna stop here and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.